morning, good afternoon. I'm not sure when this will be uploaded, hopefully soon. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I thought I would vlog today. Sorry, let me just check I'm in focus. Just because I wanted to. We're popping to Aldi shortly, so I thought, well, I've got to do an Aldi haul, haven't I, for you guys, because I know you love an Aldi haul as much as I do. Sorry, messing with... That is one of my pet peeves about myself. I always mess with the camera while I'm talking. Like, just make my life easier and just talk and don't mess with the camera. But yeah, I'm going to pop to Aldi today. We need to get a few bits, and it's the first proper day of the Easter hols. So if you're from the UK, we're on like a 2-week Easter holiday break from like sort of education things, so like schools and preschools and forest schools and things like that. So Oren normally goes to a forest school 3 days a week, but he's not in this week, so I'm going to try and find fun activities to do each day. My motto is like, we have fun, you can just like not have any plans. Like, I'm not the type of person where I have to schedule in and do loads of things every single day, because I find it overwhelming, my 3-year-old finds it overwhelming, and then we don't actually get any time to like just chill and have fun at home, because normally if it's a normal day of the week, we're going to preschool and then we're coming home, and you know what it's like, you don't get that proper time to like be at home and play with games and stuff at home on preschool days and things like that. Weekends you're often seeing family, so I just use these holidays as a chance to really just, no, let's stay home today, let's like do an activity at home. So I'm gonna see if Aldi have any like craft activities in, like Easter crafts, they normally do. Pick one of those up and we can do some Easter crafts. This little nugget has got teeth moving around under the gums. He's not even 4 months old yet, so like for him, teeth cutting through might not be for another few weeks. I don't think enough people talk about is it's not just when the teeth cut through is the pain, it's like they get inflamed gums, the teeth are sort of moving around underneath there, they get lumpy gums, they're still getting teething pain, they're just, teeth aren't cutting through just yet, so he's really agitated by his gums. He seems to have calmed down. I gave him a little bit of Anbesol and loads of boob and stuff like that, so he seems to have calmed down the last 10 minutes, which is good, which is why I started the video. So, oh, I was just mid pouring myself a cup of tea. I'm going dandelion. Dandelion is my favourite cup of tea. I love a green tea, but dandelion. Do you love my mug, by the way? It's Emma Bridgewater Wildflower mug. Lawrence got it for me for Mother's Day. I had such a lovely Mother's Day. I feel like I haven't like vlogged for ages. I just haven't. I've been uploading on TikTok, so if you're there, follow me there as well. Follow me on Instagram because I do stories and stuff. But I feel like I need to have a catch up with you guys. So we're having like a bit of a at-home day today. Hopefully we can pick up some crafty thing that we can do in Aldi. That would be nice. Tonight for dinner I really fancy like what are they called, gyros, Greek gyros with like chips and Greek bread and stuff like that, and salad. So let's see if I can throw that together. We'll see though, because it's really hard to like have hands free with this little teething babe. So he's loving listening to me talk. He loves just being held and looking around, like he just loves that. So someone's like, we love holding him because he's so squishy, holding him, and he just has a look around the whole time. He's just like, what's going on over there, what's going on over here. He doesn't need like much at all. He just loves to have a look around. He's such a chill boy, but it's such a shame when they're going through that inflamed gum. He was like really angry, and the boob does help, but at the same time he's really full up. He doesn't want any more milk. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't like to plan too much every single day. So we've got a few plans out and about, but generally I like to take each day as it comes and not overwhelm us with plans. So are you the same, or are you someone who needs a plan in every single day? Like one of my close mum friends, she needs something in every single day. Like she needs like to be scheduled out, doing this, doing that. I'm just kind of opposite to her with that regard. Yeah, I wonder how it's going to go the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to enjoy my tea. This morning I brushed my teeth, so I got sent this toothbrush. So thank you very much to Suri. I'm obviously like living under a rock because I've only recently discovered them, but literally everyone I know has a Suri toothbrush. So it's a sustainable electric toothbrush. They obviously look stunning. I went for the winter Fern, which is basically like the most gorgeous green colour. Comes with this incredible UV case, or you can get it with this UV case which cleans it. Yeah, I went for winter Fern, this gorgeous green toothbrush. My teeth have actually never felt so clean ever. Like, they feel unbelievably clean. I was so pleased to receive one because I did have an electric toothbrush. It was one I got from Father Christmas, like when I still believed in him. That's how long ago this was. I got it in my stocking, an electric toothbrush, and I still have that one. Obviously, I've been changing the heads out. It's like an Oral-B one. I've been changing the heads out every sort of few months. But it finally gave up like 7-8 months ago, just before we moved house. It just gave up, and it wasn't charging anymore or anything, and I was just like, I might as well just get a manual toothbrush now. So I've been using like bamboo manual toothbrushes, strict with my teeth cleaning. But since using that this morning, I was like, wow, they feel so unbelievably clean. I've heard nothing but good things. Like, everything's made from sustainable products. All the packaging is compostable. So this is definitely like a bit of me. Like this, if you're gonna give me a product, a new product, it's got to be this. It's got to be something like this. I'm so impressed with it. But yeah, I'm now really excited to brush my teeth later as well. That is the life of a mum. Excited to brush my teeth. Anyway, we're gonna get ready, go to Aldi. Hopefully it will go okay, fingers crossed, because I'm gonna be with both babies. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, let's get on with the day. Okay, I'm back from Aldi. I just want to say a big shout out to Margaret, if you're watching, Margaret. Big thank you, Aldi, when you saw me with a screaming 3-month-old baby and my 3-year-old, and I was just approaching a till. You cut me up and started chucking your stuff, a lot of stuff, on the till in front of me. And then you did everything you can to avoid looking at me and pretend you couldn't see me. I know you could see me as well. I know you knew I was there, and I was there first, because you did everything you can to avoid looking at me. Love that. But because I'm British, I didn't say anything. You know, I should have said, well, hang on, I was sort of there first. You did see me. I know you may have been in a rush. Everybody's got their own personal situations. I just think in that moment you could have let me go first. But anyway, let's move on. It made me realise, yes, my baby was crying there and my 3-year-old needed me, but actually I did it, and it's okay. No one judged me, we all survived, and everyone's okay in the end. So that was my first Aldi trip with both of them, and it was fine, to be honest. It was just like the last 10 minutes was pretty intense. I just picked up a few bits, and these are going to be as part of meals that we're having this week. Sourdough crumpets, I got some watermelon to snack on. I picked up these, which are 50% off, just a stir fry pack. We have tofu in the fridge already, so I'm gonna make a tofu stir fry this week. So I'm just a bit distracted by the fact that there is a massive ant that has somehow got inside, and I don't know what to do about that. Because how do you get an ant to go back outside? I've got 3 big blocks of my favourite butter, which is the West Country Specially Selected Salted Butter from Aldi. And then I've got a normal, just one for baking. I use this one for baking. We're going to be doing lots of Easter bakes this week because it's Easter holidays over the next couple of weeks. Oaties are actually my favourite breastfeeding snack. Tried to just have like 2. But I could honestly sit and eat the whole bag sometimes. They are that good. But that's why I try to like make my own flapjacks and things like that, because otherwise I will just demolish these. I got bananas. We get bananas every single Monday when I go shopping. I got a bag of courgettes. I always forget to buy courgettes, but courgettes are one of those super duper easy vegetables that you can chuck into stuff that your children don't sort of realise. Some people say, oh, you shouldn't hide veg from children, but Oren eats great. Like, he eats lots of vegetables. I will cut these up and slice them and offer them to him, and he probably will try them. But if I'm making a spag bowl, I want to add like tons and tons of veg in there because it just tastes good anyway. And it's not as overwhelming for him to have like a massive side of veg and big side of pasta and bolognese sauce, like it wouldn't be as overwhelming. So I might as well just give him bolognese knowing that I've got vegetables in there. A little bit of ramble, sorry about that. But I got a bag of courgettes. I got lots of meat this week because I'm going to prep some for some freezer bags. So I got some lamb mince. I'm probably just going to make some lamb koftas, have them in the freezer. I got some 2 packs of chicken thighs with skin and bone. And these are going to be a spicy rice thing. I'll probably make that like tomorrow night. And then I got 2 large packs of their chicken thigh fillets, which I'm going to prep into freezer bags. So just so I'm a bit more prepared over Easter holidays, and it helps me to save money and not willy-nilly buy things if I've got dinners prepped. Yeah, and then I got 3 bags of Wild Rocket. I'm big into Rocket at the moment, so 3 bags of Wild Rocket, and they were all red label, which is a bonus. I got some tomato puree. I got a bag of lettuce, which again, red label, so I'm probably just gonna make a salad sandwich for lunch. I got some grana padano, which is that Parmesan. It tastes like I use it as I would Parmesan. I'm not very good with Parmesan because nothing ever says Parmesan. It just says like this. So I'm sorry if you're Italian and I'm getting this completely wrong. A bag of white onions or brown onions. I got another Easter craft thing because my son is loving them and he wants to decorate more of the house Eastery. So this is an Easter pom-pom thing. Making your own pom-poms is actually a really like satisfying thing to do. So we can try that. I've got a Thai red kit. I love these curry kits. They're so good from Aldi. I've got some mature cheddar. I've got some bucatini pasta. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is it bucatini or bucatini? I don't know. I think it's hollow spaghetti. So that'll be really nice. I got a large garlic. I got a couple of broccolis. We're gonna have broccoli for lunch actually now. I got some seal bars because my son, that's what he wanted as part of his like little treat. I always let him pick something. I think I've said it before in the videos, but I am an 80-20% person. 80% I'm trying to be ultra process free and make things from scratch. But 20% I just think, do you know what? Don't think about it because otherwise you're going to stress yourself out. Is that it? Oh, I got some cooking chocolate because we'll be doing some baking this week because it's the Easter holidays. I got creme fraiche and double cream just for pasta dishes and curries throughout the week. Pack of banana pouches, which are just bananas and you mix it into Greek yogurt. My son loves that for breakfast in the morning. A watermelon, I'm gonna cut up for snacks, some sourdough crumpets, and I think I've shown you everything. So I'm gonna pop all this away and then I'm gonna make some lunch for us because I think we're all a bit hungry. Lawrence has Lawrence's lunch break. So when he's at home and working from home, he tends to work in the outhouse, which is the thing in the garden. But it's so fortunate because he like obviously takes a lunch break, only like 40-45 minutes, but he's taken a lunch break now and walking to the shops because we need nappies and milk. So he's with the baby and Oren. So I've got 40 minutes. What I'm going to do is prep some dinner for tonight because I always find that life is easier if I pre-prep my meals and pre-prep dinner because I don't know if I'm going to be one-handed or pretty much no-handed when it comes to looking after a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old. So if I could do as much as I can in prep, that's better for me. So tonight, really fancied, I was going to obviously have the noodles. There's a hover bee right outside my window. I was going to have the tofu noodles. I just really don't fancy that tonight. I just really don't. I can't make myself want them, so I'm not gonna have them. This is me to a T. Like, I know I should because we've got the tofu that needs eating and we've got the stir-fried veg that I got today on a discount, but I just don't fancy stir-fry tonight. However, I know I'll fancy it tomorrow. But I really fancy gyros tonight, like Greek, or some sort of Greek, like chicken salad thing with Greek breads and chips in it. I think it was like the lack of sleep, like I couldn't sleep past 4 o'clock this morning. And when I sleep much less, obviously with a tiny baby breastfeeding, I'm obviously not sleeping full nights anyway. But when I sleep less, I crave like all the foods and all like the carby, stodgy foods, which is why I just desperately want gyros tonight, because we've got bread and chips in that, but I will put loads of salad in. So I'm gonna prep it. There is nothing better than making your own chips. If you don't make your own chips, then you are seriously missing out. Homemade chips are the best. So I'm going to prep my chips now for tonight, and then I'm going to marinate the chicken, and then that should mean they will be back from the shops by the time I've done that. Just so you know, my boob hasn't exploded with milk. This was just, I went out innocently into the garden to quickly water a flower and my hose exploded. So yeah, why do like these things happen all the time? I just tried to do one job and it turns into this big kerfuffle. Anyway, to make your own chips, you need a chip cutter. You can do it by hand, but I really believe the best chips that I make come from the chip cutter because it makes them all even sized and shaped. I will link my one below. It's so cheap. I was going to say it's cheap as chips. And you want to leave your chips soaking in some apple cider vinegar, and leave the apple cider vinegar in there when you parboil them in water, salty water. Marinating my chicken in the shawarma seasoning. Obviously I'm making chicken gyros, so this is a little bit strange. I'm using shawarma seasoning, but it's all I had in the cupboard. I can make my own gyro seasoning, but I just couldn't be bothered today. And I was a really bit too busy. So I got a large pack of chicken from Aldi and I split it in half. I did half for tonight's dinner, and I also put half of the chicken with the rest of the shawarma seasoning in a freezer bag, and I'm freezing that for another day. Super simple to take it out, defrost, bake, and have for another day. Also made a yogurt and dill and cucumber drizzle, which we used, which was absolutely delightful. Super easy, just Greek yogurt mixed with dill and tiny bits of cucumber. Really delicious. Really fresh. Chicken's stunning. I did actually just cut it up, leave it on the board, and we serve ourselves. I also served it with a side of halloumi, and we've made our own hot honey, which is basically just pouring chilies into a pot of honey. So really cheap and effective. That's exactly what hot honey is, and hot honey seems to be the flavour of the year. So I drizzled the halloumi with hot honey, and yeah, absolutely delicious. I'm really into halloumi at the moment. I think I might try do some halloumi burgers soon. But yeah, the chips were all ready. I baked them in the air fryer with some olive oil and some seasoning. I did a beetroot salad and flatbreads. I want to attempt to make myself next time, but these ones are from Aldi and they're really nice, pretty thick. But yeah, this is me enjoying it. This was actually filmed for TikTok. I forgot to film it for YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed watching me bite into that. It was stunning. 10 out of 10. So yesterday I tried to film making those pom-pom things, and that was going to be as part of today's vlog, because I am seriously trying to get some more content out on YouTube, with lots and lots of things going on behind the scenes that I'm busy with. But I tried to do the pom-pom things and they weren't, I'm not gonna lie, they're not very good from Aldi, because if you've ever made a pom-pom, you know you need a gap in the ring to like wrap around, and then you can cut, but there's no gap in the ring, so you're like pulling through the strap. It's hard to explain, but they're just not designed very well, Aldi, I'm afraid. So what I'm going to do is leave you with a montage of me making breakfast burritos, and then these breakfast burritos will be properly in another video very soon, but I'll leave you with this montage in case you ever want to make yourself breakfast burritos and need inspiration. Here it is. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. Enjoy this montage. you.